Boolean cell data. To write the data, we have created a method lastly yesterday, set cell data. And today I'll add another two methods into this Excel utils class. One method to fill the given cell color with green. Right, first we'll finish off this. You answer me, what are the input arguments to this function? What are the input arguments for this function? Fill green color. We have to provide the Excel file path, first argument. One Excel file will have multiple sheets. Sheet name is the second argument. Row number and column number. Cell reference nothing but row number and column number. Divya, cell color not required because our method name itself fill green color. Excel file, sheet name, row number and column number, 4 arguments. These 4 arguments required. Excel file location, Excel sheet name, row number, column number. Well, this method not fetching any data, it is just filling the given cell color with green. Return type is void, no return data. Well, here, first we have to take the file into the Java memory using file input string. We have to create the workbook object. We have to create the worksheet object, row object. Here we have created a cell, but here we have to access the cell. I'll add the file not found exception, input output exception, IY exception. Then cell equal to row dot. See, we have to capture the cell. Which cell you want to update with the color? Get cell, the column number. Not create cell, get cell. Already some data available. So I want to fill the color for the cell which is already available, get cell. Then, in order to fill the cell colors, there is an interface available in ApachePOI. Yes, what is that interface name? Cell style, correct. Cell style. So the name I am giving style, some name. This object I am accessing here. Style equal to wv dot create the cell style, which return the cell style object. Style dot. I already introduced you these two methods, set fill foreground color, set fill pattern. Here I am using set fill foreground color. Here we have to apply the number for the color. Each color refers one code, but we cannot remember all the color codes. So what we can do, there is a enum indexed colors. Dot choose the color name. Dot get its index. Then Okay. Style dot set fill pattern type solid background, solid foreground. Sorry. Then for that cell, we have a method for XSS cell class. There is a method set cell style. The style you have configured, you have to apply. Even filling the colors also a kind of a write operation. We have to use the file output stream object. Already at class level, we have created file output stream object. F4 equal to new file output stream, the same Excel file path. Then WB dot write into file output stream. Once my work done, close the workbook object, close input stream object, also close output stream object. Done. So here we have created a method to fill the given cell color with green. Same code we have created earlier. Now I put the code inside the function. So let us test your code. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll add another method also. Fill red color. This method I'm copying, putting here. Only the method name I'm changing to here. Red color, fill red color. The entire code is same, but in place of green, we have to use red. The remaining code is same. Fill green color, fill red color. Only the color we have to change, remaining code is same. Now, let us test these two methods together. Here, this cell color I want to fill with green, because here I have pass. This cell color I want to fill with green. This cell color I want to fill with red. Excel utils. The method I'm using fill green color. The first argument Excel file location. The second argument Excel sheet name. Login data. The next argument row number. This one, row number 1. Next argument column number 0, 1, 2. Column number 2. Also, in the same script, let us test the other method also, fill red color. The Excel file location, the Excel sheet name, the row number, the row number 2, and the column number. Now, as your code performing a write operation, I said filling the colors also a write operation. I close the file. Let us run this code. I executed this code. So today, just now this file was updated. See, what happened? Just a minute. I'll check out what happened. fill. Okay. I wrongly chosen the method. Give the method set fill foreground color, not background color, foreground color. This is the mistake I made here. I use another method, fill background color instead. Set fill. We have another method, foreground color, not background color, foreground color. Indexed colors, green, get the index. Oh, it is red color, right? Sorry, red. Here also, set fill, foreground color, indexed colors, green, get its index. Done. So instead of background color, use foreground color. Okay. Now I close the file. Let us test the code again. I executed the code. You do observe here. It is filled with green color. It is filled with the red color. Okay. Got it? I hope you understood this one. Well, now your Excel utils class is ready. So hereafter, any project, you please do observe here, in this entire code, nowhere we hard coded anything. Completely the code is we have created in an optimized way. Based on the input arguments, your code will function. So this code we can use for any test case of any project. Any project, any test case, if you want to perform some basic Excel operation, you can make use of this Excel utils. Got it? Right. So here, this is the conceptual learning about the Apache POI and Excel utils. So Monday we started this session. So last 4 sessions and today we learned the basic concepts of automating Microsoft Excel operation using Java and Apache POI. So for implementing data-driven testing, hybrid framework, these 4-5 sessions are the base or inputs, right? Now, the purpose of learning all these concepts for developing test cases to validate a functionality with multiple inputs, correct? Why we have learned this subject? Using Apache POI for automating Excel operation, because if you are working on some project, some features need to be tested with multiple inputs. Generally in real time, multiple inputs of data we maintain in Excel sheets. If I do not know how to fetch the data from Excel sheet, how to write the results into Excel sheet, definitely I cannot implement data-driven test cases. In order to implement data-driven framework, data-driven test cases, we have learned these basic concepts. Now, whatever Excel utils we have created with all required reusable functions, implement data-driven testing. Okay? Right. First, you answer my question. What is data-driven testing or framework, whatever it may be? Yes. What do you mean by data-driven testing? You can unmute yourself. You can speak with me, no issue. To your knowledge, what is data-driven testing? The name itself very clear. One of the must ask and interview question it is, what is data-driven testing? Testing a functionality with multiple sets of data, correct. Testing with multiple inputs. Right. Whatever you said is correct. The test cases are validating a functionality with multiple inputs. The test cases you have created to validate a functionality with multiple sets of inputs. These kind of test cases are called data-driven test cases. Okay. Now, here, I'll take this application for, okay, orangehrm.qatech.com. An example for data-driven testing, if you check this login functionality with a valid username, valid password, valid username, wrong password, wrong username, correct password, wrong username, and wrong password, this approach is called data-driven testing. The other example, in this Private Bank application, the same admin login. If you test admin login with valid username, valid password, wrong username, wrong password, something like this, it is called data-driven testing. One more example here. I want to verify the employees of various branches can able to successfully log in or not. Bank employee login. I want to test bank employee login feature for different branches. That also comes under data-driven testing. Okay. For example, if you test login with valid username, valid password, and invalid username, invalid password, with all possible combination, etc., then these kind of skips are called data-driven test cases. Right. So let us implement data-driven test cases, maybe for bank employee login here, for bank employee login. Okay, right. For admin login also we can implement, it's your option, Okay, now, first let me implement for admin login functionality. Shall I rename this admin login data? My sheet name, admin login data. Well, This Excel file I copy, otherwise let us put it here. You can copy inside your project also, nothing wrong. You can put it here, otherwise later we'll do this. I'll access directly from the file which is available at my D drive. Now here, we have created a Java project. We have associated Apache POI. But to work with this web application, what is the API you require? To work with this, to interact with these web elements, what is the other API you require? Excellent, Selenium. Selenium, correct. Now, for this Excel project, let me associate the Selenium API. I associated Selenium API. Done. This Apache POI, last one is the Selenium, and it's a Java project. Now here, otherwise we do one thing, because here already in the Primus Bank project previously, we have all the functions available. Admin login and everything is available. Bank employee login also available. Why to write the code again? Right. So for this Primus Bank project, I'm associating Apache POI. Leave this Excel project for the Primus Bank project because already this code available. Instead of writing the code again, I'm associating the Apache POI. As I'm using TestNG, JUnit, Log4j are not needed because we are using TestNG. Right. So Apache POI associated, Selenium available, TestNG also associated, some predefined functions also available. Some predefined functions also available here. App utils available where you have launch application and close application. Now, this Excel utils class I am copying. Excel utils class I'm copying from the Excel project because we can use it for any project. Inside the utils package, already we have app utils. Now I am copying that Excel utils so that I can straight away make use of these functions. Now here I'll implement the data-driven test case. I hope you understood what I did, right? I'll continue with data-driven test case. You please confirm what I did is clear. Already we have Primus Bank library. Instead of writing the code again, I associated Apache POI to Primus Bank project. Excel utils class I copied into the Primus Bank project. That's it. Now, here I'm creating my test case. Say for example, banker login DDT, data driven test. I given the name like this. Banker login, bank employee login, data driven test. Okay. Here we write the code. I want to verify bank employee login functionality in the Primus Bank application with multiple inputs. Admin login is simple. Let us go with the bank employee login. It is better. We go with bank employee login. Okay. Admin login is simple code. Okay. Admin login is simple code. Better we go with bank employee login. Now here, we have to change the test data accordingly. Now here, I'm creating on the sheet, maybe with the name banker login data. Okay. You tell me what are the input columns we have to define here for banker login data. Tell me what are the input columns. The first one, branch name, correct. Branch name. The second one, username. The next one, password. Finally, I need one column to store the result, pass fail. Right. Now, first create some sample data. See, friends, the database what I am accessing in Primus Bank application is different. See here, I have only few samples here. But the database available in the web is different. Here, what I did for the same Primus Bank application, I'm accessing the data available in my laptop. But you are accessing from the web, right? So maybe there may be use some other data, whatever, how to prepare the test data. Let me explain how to prepare the data. I log in as admin. Employees are nothing but bank employees, correct? Here employees are nothing but bank employees. Whatever the data available here, I'll take some sample data. See here, I'm taking SR Nagar. See, the data available in your database you have to take. Valid meaning the data present in the database. SR Nagar, username John, the password demo. This is how you have to prepare the test data. I'm taking another one, Jubilee Hills. Debate. Demo 1, 2, 3. Let me take another sample. See here, I have Miapur something. Like this, you have to prepare the test data. You also log in as admin in the Primus Bank application. You take some sample data. Ramana, demo 1, 2, 3. Right. Now, I save the file. These three combinations available. Unable to create new employees. Only 2 available in web. Truly? Why not able to create? Okay, now initially, see, to understand the concept, you go with the 2 whatever available. I'll talk to my. Okay. No, Raj, like, see, here it is completely, no geo issues and all. It is a simple training application. We have not put any geo conditions or nothing. I'll check with my web app, but temporarily as of now, whatever the 2 samples available, you can go with the 2 samples. I'll update. Well, now once it is done, sample data file ready. Now we have to concentrate on the script. This extends app utils. I hope you remember this. Then we have to create the test method. Check banker login. Check bank employee login. This I'm going to configure with @test annotation. So now in the app utils, launch application already configured with before the suit. So here, see, we are not running a suit, we are running a test. So before suit and before test behave like the same. Behave like the same. Otherwise, you can change it to before the test. It's your option, not needed, not really required. Now, when I run the script, now, it will open the Primus Bank application. There is no code at test method. It closes the Primus Bank application. See. So you no need to call explicitly launch application, close application because already they configured with before the test and after the test. Okay. Now here we have to concentrate on the logic. So what kind of logic here? You tell me what is the next step here? What is the next step here? We have already launched application. After the test, close application. So after launching the application, what is the next step here? We have to call Excel utils. No. Okay, you tell me what are the steps here? Launch the application, first step, already done. Second step, bank employee login. We have to call bank employee login. In the Primus Bank library, in the Primus Bank homepage class, which is already we have created earlier while implementing the first TestNG framework. In the Primus Bank homepage class, we have bank employee login functionality. Already the code available. It needs branch name, username, password. It will test the bank employee login working or not based on the test data you have given. It is returning a Boolean value true or false. So in the test case, I'll call that method. I'll create an object for the Primus Bank homepage. phome. New Primus Bank homepage. After creating the object, phome dot, I'm calling the bank employee login. I'm calling the bank employee login. Here, I am not going to hardcode the data. What I have to do here? Here we have to access the data available at. Here we have to access the data available at Excel file. Right. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm declaring few variables, br name, user ID, the password. Before calling this, At first, we have to access the, for temporarily I comment it. At first, we have to access the data present in the Excel sheet, correct? How? The Excel utils. See, in the Excel file, there are multiple inputs available. I want to execute the test with multiple inputs. So, at first, I'll count number of samples available using getRowCount method. Here, the Excel file name, I'll do one thing. Here, I'm declaring under variable Excel file. I provide the location of the Excel file. I'm declaring under variable Excel sheet. I'm giving the name of the sheet, banker login data, so that every time I no need to supply this. So directly here, Excel file, comma Excel sheet. This will return. Okay, we have to add the exceptions. I'll add the exceptions. Whatever the value it is returning, this I'm taking to the variable row count, some variable. Or let me make it row count. Row count is my variable. Then, as I want to access the entire data available in the sheet, in I equal to 1, because 0 to we are skipping where we have some headings. I less than or equal to row count. I plus plus. Now, inside the loop, already I have the variable here, br name. Br name equal to, now I'll access the data via the Excel utils. Get string cell data, Excel file, Excel sheet, row number I, column number 0. This we are accessing into br name in the first iteration, SR Nagar. The same way, user ID equal to Excel utils dot get string cell data, Excel file, Excel sheet, row number I, column number 1. The user ID value John, I'm accessing into UID in the first iteration. Password equal to, first we are accessing the data through the loop, entire data through the loop, which is available in the Excel file. Get string cell data, Excel file, Excel sheet, row number I, column number 2. Here we are accessing the password value available in the Excel sheet, the first iteration. Then now what I will do, after accessing the data from the Excel sheet, we are calling the bank employee login function with the data. Means in the first iteration, banker login is called using SR Nagar, John and demo. Second iteration, same bank employee login function will be called using Jubilee Hills, David or demo 1, 2, 3, whatever the test data available here. Got it? Now, you know this function returning a value, Boolean value. The banker login function returning a Boolean value. The function return value I am keeping in the variable RES. If bank employee login working, see once again here. The banker login function returning a Boolean value after validation. The function return value I am taking into the variable RES. Now I'll use assertion. Assert dot assert true, the Boolean condition RES. And also see, if login successful, I want to update the results path. If true, I want to update the results pass. The assertion for getting the HTML report. Not only HTML report, I wanted the output in the Excel sheet also, here also, here also. So if res value, if true, I want to write the results as pass here. In order to write the data in the Excel utils, already we have created a method set cell data. Once again, set cell data. The Excel file, Excel sheet, row number I, column number 0, 1, 2, 3. Column number 3, the data I want to write, pass. If this function returning a value true, meaning if the bank employee login functionality working, not only the HTML output, I wanted the output or results in the Excel sheet also. I'm updating the results column with pass. After updating pass, I want to update this with green color. I'm using fill green color. Excel file, Excel sheet, row number and column number. Okay. Now else. Otherwise, the same column I want to update with fail. After updating fail, I want to show it red color. I call the method fill red color, Excel file, Excel sheet, row number and column number. So execute the bank employee login functionality if working, update the HTML report using test-ng assertion. Also, we are updating the Excel reports. To continue second iteration, see, observe the functionality. SR Nagar, manually I'm doing. Login done. To continue second iteration, you have to call the logout also, correct? To continue second iteration, we have to call even logout also. So let us call the logout inside the loop for each iteration. In the admin home page, we have, in the banker home page, we have bank employee logout, banker logout function, which need to be called from here. So now to call that, better I create the objects before the loop. If I create an object inside the loop, for each iteration, the object will be created, which is not needed. Banker home page, B home equal to new banker home page. Then here I'm going to call that B home dot banker logout. That's it. So it will continue for multiple iterations. Now let us execute this test case. So what I do, I close the Excel file. Check 32 line. Okay. Oh, sorry. The semicolon missed here. Line terminator missed. Now I run this test case. So before I run the test case, and I'm closing all the browsers open in my desktop. Let me close all unnecessary windows. No. Here, Sai Krishna, this code I am executing. The scenario is for invalid data. I'll explain on the scenario. See, scenario basis, we have to write the code. What is the scenario I said? Verify employees of various branches are able to successfully log in or not. No invalid data here. The next program will explain invalid data. The scenario is, test scenario is, check employees of various branches are able to successfully log in or not. It's a completely positive scenario. Negative scenario, we create one more test case. That admin login we create next. So based on your test scenario, we have to develop the code. So now I'm running the code. See, First iteration done. Second iteration Jubilee Hills done. Third iteration Miapur is done. Done. 3 iterations are executed. It has to close the application. It is completed. Once again, it is still not completed. There is some exception somewhere. No such element. Cannot locate the element with the text. I'll do it once again. Raj, observe, I'm doing it once again. There are 3 combinations of test data. One, two, three. Three combinations successfully executed. It's not closing the application. Let's see where the exception coming. Cannot locate the element with the text. At line number 147. Oh. Or see the test ng output. Okay, I understand. Just a minute now. Everything fine. It's not closing the browser. That is the only problem. Just a minute. See, the results also updated perfectly. I'll do it once again. Better because of the before the suit and after the suit. App utils. Let's change it to before the test and after the test. Let me try this again. First scenario, SR Nagar executed, Jubilee Hills has executed, Miapur has executed. Okay. No. We need to call the method to close, right? Not required. Already we have closed application, we have configured with after the test, right? I understand the problem. I'll tell you. Here, it is extending app utils. In the app utils, we have already closed application. Driver.close available. We don't need to call. Log out. Okay, maybe the problem is with the number of Excel rows. See, yes, correct. You please see the Excel sheet and tell me what is the problem. see the Excel sheet and tell me, I understand where is the why the problem is coming. Yes, correct, Sanjana. Yes, Sanjana, you are right. Fourth row created. The row count considered the last row also. Row count considered the last row also. It is trying to go for fourth iteration, one more iteration. It is trying to select nothing from the drop-down list. Okay, only the problem is managing your test data file. That's it. I removed it. All unnecessary rows I have deleted. Previously, while formatting, I made a mistake while increasing the row count. No issue, no issue. Problem is only managing your test data. Let me do it again. I'll do it again. I close the file. I'm running this code now. No doubt, perfectly your code will work. The first iteration, see, is it executed really? Let me do it. The first iteration, SR Nagar, second iteration, Jubilee Hills, third iteration, Miapur, done, right. Only the problem is with your data. Okay, 3 iterations are executed successfully, no failures. Do confirm you understood this code, everyone? So Raj, it's working now, good. So I hope everybody understood this script, right? See, observe here, this program, if really we have not created Excel utils class, if we have not created Excel utils class, if not created, for every operation, reading the data, writing the data, counting the rows, we have to write lot of code, agree? Because of the Excel utils class and its methods, we are simply calling and using the functions. Otherwise, it takes really lot of time to create this code, unnecessary code repetitively we have to write. Excel utils made this program simple. Otherwise, you'll get 200 to 400 lines of code for all this operation. Right, now. Okay, console output is okay. Excel output also we have observed. Again, I'm showing you the Excel output. 3 iterations are executed, pass, with colors clearly available. Tomorrow, if you add one more row, automatically it will count the number of rows. You can add one more row. You don't need to change the code because your code dynamically counting the number of rows and fetching the data and executing the test case. That is how we have created. Right. Now, see the test-ng output. Test-ng output. Excel output, okay. See the test-ng output. If you have any question by seeing the test-ng output, if you get any doubt or any question, post me. Definitely you have to raise some questions here by seeing the output. You have to raise some questions by seeing this output. Raise your question. Very valid question from the Raj. One valid question from the Raj. Tested data is not showing. Correct? Here, test case executed, okay. What is the data used for validation? What kind of sample data utilized for testing, not displayed anywhere? Yes, Divya also, yes, correct. So Input data, it is not showing. What is the data used for validation? Not displayed in the results. That is one thing. That is one thing. And you please observe the number of test cases passed, number of iterations passed otherwise. It is showing count only one. It is showing only one. But actually, how many times this test case was executed? 3 times. But it is showing only one. Right. Right. No iterations are displayed. Correct. Input data, no detailed reports are displayed. What are the inputs utilized for testing? Not displayed anywhere. How many times the test case was executed? Not showing. It is showing one. What is this one? It is saying that @test method was executed only one time. Agree with me? @test method executed only one time. Inside the @test method, we have a loop. Check this code. @test method executed only one time. But inside the @test method, there is a loop which is executed for 3 times. Right. So TestNG point of view, it is okay. But user point of view, tester point of view, if I'll get the detailed report, like how many times test case executed, say 3 times. Each time, what is the data displayed? What is the data utilized? For what kind of data it is working past? For what kind of data it is not working as expected failed? If I'm getting a detailed report like that, it would be better. Agree? If you are getting a detailed report, how many times test case executed, say 3 times. Each time, what is the data used? For which data test case pass? For which test data test case fail? You are getting a detailed report like this, it would be better. Definitely your manager, your client will expect the results in that format. If I'm a manager, definitely I'll reject the previous report. I ask you, no, I wanted a detailed report. So how to generate the detailed report? For that, I hope you remember once one annotation I kept pending while discussing TestNG. You remember? While explaining TestNG annotation, I put one annotation pending. Anybody? There is another annotation @data provider. @data provider. If I use this annotation @data provider, we get the detailed test output. We get the detailed test output if I use @data provider annotation. That is our next script. See friends, straight away, instead of implementing all, slowly, step by step, I'm going. If you understand today's scripts and properly, next level script will become easy. So in the next program, I'm going to same program I'll enhance or modify by implementing @data provider annotation. Got it? Well, for today, I stop here. What I do, this entire project, this Private Bank project, because it contains the Excel utils, today the test case what we have created, I'll upload into the Google Drive. I compress the file. Previously also I did like this. I compress the file, compressed file I uploaded into the Google Drive. In the same way, this I'm going to upload today. And we'll continue Monday implementing data-driven framework using @data provider annotation. Before you attend Monday session, make sure this week, whatever we have learned, Apache PI, from the basics of Apache PI till the today test case, whatever we have created, you do practice all this stuff. So Monday, I'll implement @data provider annotation for data-driven testing. Take care. Take care. And we'll continue Monday. Thank you.